Welcome to Fresh Talk News Channel. Today, we bring you a major political development from Illinois that marks the end of an era in U.S. politics. U.S. Representative Jan Schakowsky, who has represented a far north side and north and northwest suburban district in Congress for over 25 years, has officially announced that she will not seek a 15th term in office next year. Speaking to a crowd of nearly 1,000 people at the Ultimate Women's Power Luncheon at the Sheraton Grand Chicago Hotel, Schakowsky made the announcement loud and clear. She said, "This is official, I'm not going to run again for Congress. As much as I love, and have loved, being in the United States Congress, an incredible privilege, I've made the decision that I will not be seeking re-election this time." She also added that while her time in Congress is coming to an end, her fight for the people is far from over. At 80 years old, Jan Schakowsky has been a prominent Democratic voice in her district since 1999. She first won her seat by defeating two strong opponents, including billionaire J.B. Pritzker, in a hotly contested open seat primary. Before her, the seat was held by Sidney Yates for an astonishing 24 terms, nearly half a century. Schakowsky's decision to retire is already sparking political movement. Even before her official announcement, 26-year-old Kat Abigazilia, a progressive social media personality and vocal critic of the far right, declared her candidacy. Remarkably, she even outraised Schakowsky in the first quarter of campaign fundraising. Abigazilia is expected to face competition from several notable Democratic figures. Potential candidates include Evanston Mayor Daniel Biss, State Senator Laura Fine, State Representative Hone Huynh, and others. However, both Biss and Fine, who were present at the luncheon, declined to comment on whether they plan to run. Biss simply said, "This is a day to talk about Jan's remarkable legacy. I feel fortunate to have had a leader like her in this role." Jan Schakowsky's retirement comes just 2 weeks after U.S. Senator Dick Durbin, also 80, announced he would not seek re-election either. But Schakowsky said her decision wasn't difficult. "It's been a long time that I've been in Congress," she said, wearing a striking red suit, the same bold color she wore during her first campaign and victory. Schakowsky was surrounded by supporters dressed in similar tones, filling the grand ballroom with energy and admiration. Let's take a look back. Schakowsky, a former state representative and longtime activist, campaigned on issues like equal rights for women, minorities, and LGBTQ communities, labor protections, and affordable national health care. According to the Chicago Tribune, she was seen as the most progressive candidate in her primary, outpacing both State Senator Howard Carroll and Pritzker, who finished third after spending nearly $1 million of his own money. When she won in 1998, she highlighted the importance of breaking the gender barrier in politics. "Now the men's club delegation to the U.S. House of Representatives will have a woman's voice," she said proudly. At the time, all 20 House representatives from Illinois were men. Her district, initially spanning from Diversey Avenue to the northern border of Evanston and stretching west into several suburbs, has evolved over the years. Today, it includes parts of Buffalo Grove, Tower Lake, Hawthorne Woods, and areas of Cook and McHenry counties. Still heavily Democratic, despite district changes, Schakowsky faced no serious Democratic challengers since she was first elected, and she consistently defeated Republican candidates in general elections. Over the years, she rose through the ranks, becoming part of the House Democratic leadership under Speaker Nancy Pelosi. She has been a fierce advocate for women's rights and actively pushed to get more women elected to office. She backed Marie Newman twice in primary challenges against conservative Democrat Dan Lipinski, with Newman winning in 2020. She was also one of the bold voices who opposed former President Donald Trump. Schakowsky boycotted Trump's joint address to Congress this year, just as she did back in 2018. At the luncheon, surrounded by supporters wearing "I'm a JN fan" tags and waving signs, she urged them to stay strong and resist Trump-era policies. She made it clear, "Her activism isn't going anywhere, you know, I can still be a badass," she said, receiving thunderous applause. Throughout her congressional career, Schakowsky championed stricter gun control laws, health care reform, and consumer protections. She was an early critic of the Iraq War and a consistent supporter of abortion rights. As a Jewish American and strong supporter of Israel, Schakowsky recently faced criticism from some progressive activists who felt she should have been more vocal in advocating for Palestinians during the ongoing conflict in Gaza. Jan Schakowsky was born and raised in Chicago, the daughter of Jewish immigrants. Before entering elected office, she was active in public interest advocacy. Her husband, Robert Creamer, founded Illinois Public Action, one of the groups that shaped her early political path. In 2006, Creamer was sentenced to 5 months in prison for financial misconduct related to that group, but Schakowsky's political career remained steady and strong. Her retirement announcement followed speeches from major figures like American Federation of Teachers President Randy Weingarten, former U.S. Interior Secretary Deb Haaland, and even J.B. Pritzker himself, who had once run against her. Pritzker said, "Jan taught me the first and most important lesson in politics, how to accept defeat when the best woman for the job wins." Reflecting on his own congressional run at age 31, Pritzker emphasized the need for new and younger leaders. "A lot of people told me it wasn't my turn. But I ran anyway. We need more young people, we need a new generation." Indeed, Schakowsky herself was once that new generation. Back in April 1997, she launched her congressional campaign, aiming to succeed a long-serving member. She traced her political journey back to a seemingly small but meaningful battle, pushing for freshness dates on groceries. "A date on cottage cheese didn't change the world," she said. "But it changed my life. It convinced me that a few committed individuals can make the world better." A remarkable career. A powerful legacy. And a message that continues to inspire. Thank you for watching Fresh Talk News Channel. Don't forget to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more news and updates from around the country.